Today is Sunday, um, January 30th, 2022. Um, I gave myself until February 1st, and then I really need to go out and get a job. And I'm just, like, I'm trying not to be really sad because my son can't really take much more of that. He lost it yesterday, so I just, he said he's tired of the chaos, which I completely understand. I'm tired of the chaos, but it really, like, I am really hurting because I'm gonna have to go back. I've been working 2 and 3 jobs all my life. Um, Never being able to do anything creative because I was not hired for those positions, and I'm gonna go back to 50 50 plus hours, probably at least close to 50 hours. Um, as soon as I get another job, I'll be working 50 plus or 40 plus hours a week. Um, Doubtful it'll be doing anything I enjoy because I don't just, I can't get anyone around here that works in like the little shops or anywhere that's like nowhere that I really want to work is hiring me. Um, and then when I did get hired back, I got lied to and lost my shit, so that's blown. So I'm just fucked. And these affirmations aren't fucking helping that. And what's worse is, well, not worse. I mean, it's good, I guess, but now that I truly like know that I deserve better, it's like now, I mean, I finally love myself, and now I still have to go out and put up with it, right? I still have to go out there and be treated like shit and lied to and work a shit ton of hours just to barely make it. Um, I'm fucking tired. I don't even. I'm gonna be working so much that I'm actually gonna have to like. How many times a year this stuff? But I am gonna be working at least 46 hours a week, doing something I fucking hate. I'm not gonna have a lot of time to do things that I love anymore. It's being whatever, felt like I'm alone. Like that's not how our world is now. At least I'm not in what Japan, China, where they are right. I said if I was, I'm not so sure I'd still be on this earth because I don't know if it's worth it. At this point, I already feel like I'm a slave to other people fucking making them certain money so that I can barely get by. So, fuck. Alright. So I'm gonna add different themes. I'm gonna add different music. So I'm gonna take some old videos that I have that don't sound all that good in my view and update them with different sounds so that they don't sound like crap. Of course, it takes forever to do that because the programs that I need to play with my dogs and I need to clean up my yards of dog poop everywhere. I need to bake dog treats today. I really don't have a lot of time to be on here because this is how it's going to start being. Again, I'm really sad right now. All right. music I'm going to use. Oh, he put out something new. Let's see what it is. Oh, shit. That's what I just did. I just did that. Okay, good. I thought I just... Like, I don't even really want to talk anymore because I'm just talking about the same thing, right? It's all the same. I mean, I... All right, so this is called The Passage of Time. This is a new one. Um, this is a new one from Scott Buckley. Let's see how it sounds and see if I'm going to use it. Whoops. Um, all right, let's see what... Oh, Passage of Time. Let's see how it sounds. So anyway, I know I was talking about this yesterday, but I'm going to talk about it again. I'm just going to keep talking about stuff when I have a chance. Yeah, I like this song, but it's not appropriate for what I do, so that one won't be an option. So, all right, so I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to volume, entire clip, level 0, and I'm going to find Sounds of Sunset Beach. That doesn't even sound good anymore. Get rid of that. Sounds horrible. This, so this is part of the reason why I... Can maybe use that one? Ah, what do I have here? I don't know why I'm even doing this. I'm not gonna be able to do this much anymore. I'm not gonna have the time. So I don't. None of these sound very good, so I guess I'm. See about the extract sound from this one. I don't know. I'm just gonna do a reading and then I'm gonna clean dog shit. Fucking make dog treats. Make bird food. Play with the dogs. Make waffles. Try to believe what I'm saying, right? I love this video. I need to add more songs to this. Alright, I'll just donate to this. I don't even. This is like I'm doing these affirmations, trying to feel better, and I fucking feel like shit, right? Like I know I'm gonna have to fucking get back out there and give my life to some motherfucker again who treats me like fucking garbage again. And I know it's funny because like I talk about how I had one boss that treated me kindly, right? And that was for 3 years. But then, it's coming back to me, the boss, like I worked off and on in the same restaurant for over 10 years. One of the people that was abusive to me wasn't there the whole time, but he was there a lot of the time, right? And he would get me drunk, and then I was more pliable, so he would take advantage of me. So we know what that is called, right? And up until recently, like I felt bad about myself for allowing him to do that, right? Or for participating, but I was an alcoholic and he was taking advantage, so it's like he was drugging me. He was my boss, right? This has happened to me a couple times. Now I have to go back out there. Of course, I'm 57, so nobody's going to want to fucking take advantage of me. They're just going to treat me like garbage. And I want to say that that's not true, that that's not what's going to happen, right? But I've already been out there and I've had like 5 jobs since I've been back out, and it's been the same fucking thing. And I've already done this for 41 years, right? And so now I have to just keep doing it, right? So that I can eat and have a roof over my head. And again, I know I'm not the only one who's going through this. I know I'm not the only one who's had a shitty boss. I know I'm not the only one who's been abused and raped on the job. I mean, there's plenty of rich fucking women out there talking about it, not doing anything to help those of us. I remember one was saying, "Oh, but I feel bad for the waitress who's still quiet about it." Well, okay, you feel bad. You feel fucking bad. Great. So how do I move forward, right? I'm just gonna have to go back to the same shit, and I'm just gonna have to be okay with it. So I need to just get past this because I can't be sad. My son can't seem to handle that, and no, I shouldn't put it that way. He can't handle it, and I don't blame him. He's fucking 21. He shouldn't have to be going through this with me, right? All right. It's so funny. I know this is going to sound really like I'm feeling sorry for myself, but I'm not sure where I got the idea that I deserve to be treated better than I'm being treated, right? Just because I busted my ass to become something besides a homeless drug addict doesn't fucking mean shit. So I still am going to have to just I fucking want to believe so bad, but there's just stuff left inside. I had somebody yesterday tell me that God loved me. God would make this better, right? Where was God when my boss was getting me drunk and raping me? Fucking not around, that's for sure. Or when my grandfather was molesting me. Was God there then? Yeah, so you know. I have a really hard time believing in that right now. Or ever, actually. So, no offense against those of you that do. I wish I could believe in a God. It would probably help. I could go to church, maybe have friends, you know, but I'm not going to do that because it's not something I believe in. Not only that, I most people that I know that are religious are not kind. They think that they can just, you know, not well, yeah, most people that I know that are religious. I don't know a lot of people, so I don't have a lot to draw from, but the ones that I do are cruel. They think that it's okay to be that way because they go to church on Sunday and make up for it. So I just can't. I can't go that route. So I appreciate the thought, but it's not something that works for me. I'm not. I don't even think I believe in anything anymore, so it doesn't really matter. I used. I want to keep doing this to think that it's going to make a difference, but it's not. I'm close to just giving up. So. Alright, I'm gonna keep reading these even though I don't believe anything anymore. Today is Sunday, January 30th, 2022. Welcome to my reading of I Am Positive Affirmations. I am moving through my life with a deep feeling of gratitude. I am judging nothing. I am forgiveness. Whoops. Sounds like shit. I wish I had better equipment, but I can't afford it. It doesn't matter. There's, it just doesn't even matter. I'm doing these thinking I'm this fucking talented, great artist. Okay. I should actually make sure I'm not sounding like shit. Nothing. Nothing that matters. I am moving through my day with a deep feeling of gratitude. Nothing. Nothing that matters. I am moving through my day with a deep feeling of gratitude. Alright, I guess I sound okay. I don't even know. I sound like I'm in a can. The only way to get, like, it doesn't matter. Today is Sunday, January 30th, 2022. Welcome to Darkness and Light. Today's darkness. I am moving through my day with a deep feeling of gratitude. I wish someone could tell me that on the other side of this it's going to be better. Because it's fucked right now. This is so fucking painful. And I know I'm not the only one going through this shit, right? Like, COVID is fucked and people are just a mess and don't give a shit anymore. And I can't. I started doing this because I am broken, right? And like, I didn't realize how deeply that I was hurt, right? And so when I got when I got time off because of COVID, I mean, I looked at it as being gifted time to look at myself and see who I am. And I spent 17 months and I kind of looked at things at who I am, but like I knew once I went back out and started working that I was going to like like I knew it was going to affect me, but I didn't know it was going to affect me like this, right? Like I didn't really realize until I got back out there how much of the abuse that I had been through in my lifetime was tied to my jobs, right? Like I knew there was a little bit, like I talked about how one of my bosses like had me in this closet like smoking area. It was like a small closet just screaming at me, right? His wife threw a roll at me. I mean, they used to, it was just a really abusive situation. And I was not the only one who was being abused. I know this by this man. I mean, he did some shit to another to a lot of people. He was an abusive predator, right? I have been surrounded by abusive predators my whole life, right? And it's so funny because the other day I was talking about this guy that I worked with named Bernard and how I really liked Bernard, right? Bernard was a cool dude. And my son said, yeah, because he didn't prey on you. And it's like, it didn't even click to me that he's right. I didn't see him as a predator at all. He, yeah, and it's just, it's like even, I can't, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Okay, not what you don't want, what you do want. I visualize, therefore I am. I had to pretend like I thankfully I got up early and went and did my cleaning job because I had to pretend like I was sleeping this morning. I couldn't like get up because I can't do this to my son every fucking day, right? That I wake up and I'm just devastated that I have to keep fucking doing this shit again. Fuck, I'm tired. So tired of being an like the thing, and it's like it's just your job, right? Leave your job at the door when you come home, it's just your job, but you're in your job and I always have to work more than one job. So I'm not just working 40 hours a week, right? I'm working like over 50 sometimes just to get by. So I'm spending that much of my life, right? It's doing things that like I don't get to be creative at all. But it's just fucking killing me. That I'm gonna have to go back to that. And I know that's what's happening. I'm sorry, fuck, I'm sitting here bawling on fucking. Oh my god. I just don't want to fucking do it again. But I don't have a choice, so I need to get it out today because I can't fucking do this to my son anymore. So I'm just gonna have to shut my mouth, stuff myself back in the box, and just fucking do it. Keep my head down and just fucking do it for the rest of my life. This is it. This is what I get, right? Fuck me. And I'm grateful. I am grateful. I know it doesn't sound like I'm fucking grateful. It sounds like I'm feeling sorry for myself. It's not, and I'm tired. I didn't, everything that I've gotten, I've worked my ass off for, right? And it's okay. And I know that my anger has caused a lot of problems. I got that too, but god damn it, I have valid reasons. And I mean, it comes out sideways. I know. Fuck. Well, now I know why I get so angry. But it doesn't do me any good because what do I do now, right? So great. I know why I'm mad now. I'm still 57 without a fucking job. I'm gonna have to go back into either fucking being an answering machine or working in a restaurant or working for $12 an hour behind a counter somewhere at a fucking 7-Eleven. Speaking of 7-Elevens, I got a story about that. See, I have trauma tied to fucking everything. I have trauma tied to fast food restaurants. I have trauma at 7-Eleven. I was drunk. So I don't even think I need to say I was drunk anymore because pretty much I was drunk all of my life up until I got sober 14 years ago, right? But anyway, I was drunk and picked up this guy at a bar, and he and I partied together a little bit, not a lot, a couple of times. So at this point, I think I had partied with him a couple of times already, and so we were in my car at a 7-Eleven, and he was inside getting, I think, a 12 pack or something. He was getting some beer. It was closing time of the bars. And when he came out and got to my car, this guy came up and like tried to like get into my car to steal the beer from him. And he had seen this guy in the store watching him. And so he grabbed a box cutter is what he told me. He told me he grabbed it from in the store, but he was cutting this guy with this box cutter. While this guy is holding on to my car and he's like screaming at me to back up, right? And so I'm backing up and he's cutting him, and it almost ripped my car door off. Like I had to, every time when I would open and close my car, like to close my car door, I had to lift it and close it because my car door almost got ripped off, you know? So, um, yeah, I have trauma for that. But I mean, that's just whatever. That's just shit, right? That just like finding a dead body when you're a kid. Isn't that just normal? Doesn't that stuff just happen, right? So there's all this stuff, right, that I've been carrying with me that I have not talked about, that I haven't acknowledged in my whole life. I'm 57. I'm just now acknowledging it, and I'm trying to figure out. So I'm mentally fucked up. Like I'm a basket case, right? I'm angry. Well, I'm not angry anymore. I'm done being angry. I don't want to be angry, right? I am unangry. I am not angry, right? I don't. All right, I'm gonna write while I'm talking because I don't even know what to do anymore. Like, the jobs that are out there are just, well, and that's another thing. So I'm in a town, right, that is like, there's Burger King, 13 to 14.50 an hour. I mean, there's Burger King, right? If I can get 14.50 an hour, I'd be all right. Oh, it's only part-time, 10-hour shift. Entry-level sales, front desk receptionist, lube technician, Burger King, part-time, 10-hour shift. CNA, cashier for Goodwill, housekeeper in a retirement home. I can't do that. I tried. Product packaging assistant. I thought about that, but my hands are, and it's only part time. Sears sales associate, medical receptionist, standing in the same spot or sitting in the same spot for 8 hours a day. You know, part time retail sales associate. Big Lots. This that was 24 days ago. Kroger, e-commerce clerk, evening shift, part-time, part-time. Garden center, I read that. They want all this. I mean, it's like, it's it's part-time, and it's a lot that they want. It's just, well, a lot that I don't have. Garden center, I don't, like, I wouldn't mind getting hired in a nursery to pull weeds and shit, right? I did that once. It was funny. It didn't work that way. One summer, so when I talked about this yesterday when I was working at the college, not this college here, but the college in Helena College. I ended up getting into this big old argument with, well, it wasn't even an argument. It was one of the deans just didn't like me because I've always been loud, and I've always stood up for the things that I didn't believe in. The thing is I've always been angry, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I've done it in an angry way, where it's been aggressive and like I've been confrontational, and I've never, like, I've done these things, and I've always been, I didn't know why, right? I didn't know why I was reacting that way. I didn't understand it, and this is since I got sober, right? So when I got sober, like when I was drinking, I was always working at pretty much the same bar all the time, right? And then when I got sober, I didn't have a job. Where was I working? What happened when I got sober? I have to think about this. I wasn't working, right? I had just been bouncing from job to job and drinking a lot. And it was yeah, I was on the verge of losing my house. So I had pretty much just worked at like bars and things like where I'd been taken advantage of, right? People, like, my supervisors were taking advantage of the alcoholic Dauneen, right? pretty much until I got sober. Then I got sober. I worked for a couple of years in sobriety, going to AA, which again is a predatory place. So I choose not to do that. And yeah, I just, although I've thought about it lately, going back to AA just so I can talk, but I'm doing that here instead because I still have severe trust issues. Like every time I trust someone, they turn on me. My quote unquote friend that I had for 10 years, when I was drinking, when I got sober, she turned me into child protective services and tried to have my son taken from me, right? Like I had to go meet with them when I was 3 weeks sober and still had the shakes and tell them, explain myself because I got turned in, right, by her and Ryland's dad, who had just, like, I can't hear out of my left ear anymore, right? Because he threw a plate at the back of my head and caused nerve damage, right? Well, platter. It was a platter, right? So I got sober and I never really, and I never understood why I was so angry in these jobs. Like my first job when I was working for Trio, I was mad. I was mad at my boss all the time. One of my, she was kind of my immediate supervisor, but more friend, told me one time that if I wasn't careful, I was going to get fired for insubordination, right? And so I was sober when I was doing these things, and I blame that on him, right? That was his fault for being that way. Da da da. That was their fault. Instead of looking inward and understanding why I'm pissed off, right? And so, I just worked in that for 14 years. I was sober, but I worked two jobs. So I just kept my head down and worked and was angry, right? And I would eat and I would binge and I would purge and I would binge and I would purge and I'd be mad and I'd binge and I'd purge and I'd lose weight and I'd gain weight and I would be mad at the whole world around me. Got hardly any artwork done at all, right? Like nothing. Um, except for when I had one Christmas break, I made this. Let me see. So to go back to this is super super painful, and this is, I know, like I'm not going to be as mad because I just I can't be mad anymore, right? I'm tired, but I'm fucking God. I built this. This is the only thing I really built in 14 years of sobriety, right? Um, it was this. I think the second one, the first one. Um, so I did a couple of these. The first one we lost in a house fire. So I saw a guy do them on YouTube, and then I just did, and then I started again and did this one when we got here, and then I got laid off to COVID and just started doing artwork, right? And I made this. I didn't show this. I don't think I showed this, right? I'm showing it on the wrong screen. This, I made that. I made that. Um, let's see. I don't know what this is. Oh, I painted that. That's trust. I love that painting. I did it. I made that out of paper mache. I'm working on another one right now. I'm going to try to make more realistic. There's like in here, there's black light, like the eyes glow in black light. There's the bottom of him. I made that for my mom. So I did make some of these when I was towards the tail end of just before, like I started doing stuff just before, probably the year before. So yeah, I started getting it back into my artwork just before we came to Oregon, right? This is here in Oregon. So there's a loop that I dyed. I think this piece, I don't know if this piece sold or if this is the piece. I think this is the piece I just put out. I love that dress. I'm going to be able to wear that soon. Finally, I've carried that dress around for years and I couldn't wear it because I was too big and I'm just about 10 pounds away from wearing it. Okay, I made that out of cans, like soup cans, and yeah, the owl is made. This was the second one, so it's not. Um, they get better as you go along, right? I made that. That's one of the first pieces I made when I started doing art again. The backside of it's a mess. That that's just that hangs in my car actually. I think the bells drove my son crazy for a while. That hangs in my son's work. Actually, it's in a better that outer ring is not. That's not the outer ring. Um, I did a different outer ring on it. I made that when I was in Montana too. I don't know. I just know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to go back to working. I'm going to go back to working 46 to 50 hours or more a week, and all of this is going to go away again because I'm not going to have the time. And it's just fucking breaking my heart. Made that turtle, and that all glows in the dark. All of this around this metal is soda cans that I pounded patterns into, or I drew patterns and here's, yeah. My paintings, I wish I was one of these people. Well, although there is, I don't know if you can see, in the giraffe's body, there is an elephant in here that, the shape of an elephant, and it glows in the dark. And then there's also back in here, there's a lion and a mane that glows in the dark in this picture. Oh, we already looked at that. Looked at that. Here's another octopus ornament I made. A blue ring. I sold that for $45. It's not very big, but it sold. I was surprised. Yeah, there's a lot of work in that for what I sold it for. But, someone's got it and they love it, and that makes me happy. So I made that for my mom. I love this one. I mean, like I said, my paintings are pretty. I don't know. I wish I could be one of those people that made money. I don't know that that appeals. That's an appealing painting, right? Where would you put something like that? I mean, I don't know. I love it, but I painted it, so doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? Because when I die, this is just gonna be fucking shit for my son to throw in the garbage. So, like, what's the point? You think if I stood outside Walmart trying to sell these in lieu of a job, people would buy them? You think people would buy my artwork if I did that instead of standing out there with a car? Oh, look at this. I have this board that tells me if I visualize, therefore I am, right? I have all of my life thought that I was going to end being an artist, right? That my art was going to be like this from this point forward. That, like I figured by the time I was 57 that my art would be how I was making my living somehow, right? And I'm 57 and I'm fucking probably going to have to go to work at Taco Bell, which there's nothing wrong with working at Taco Bell. I am not saying that. I'm saying I'm 57 and I've done that already. It would be nice to not have to keep doing that, right? I mean, that's okay. Fuck it. And it's not even that. I don't even mind that if I didn't have to work like so much. Like I'm gonna have to work almost 50 hours, if not again, you know? Fuck. My art is gonna go away. Alright, stop it. I'll be back. Every time I get up, my dogs are like, oh, we're going out, no. And then that's gonna, yeah, I don't even want to think about that. Like when I go back to work full time, the dogs are gonna. I'll take them out a couple times a day. Fuck it. I don't need a life, right? Well, that is my life. I mean, I'm good with that. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. It's funny. I was telling my son yesterday. He was having a really bad day, and we've been changing off and on. Like I said this morning, I did not want to get up because I'm having a bad day, right? And I don't like he can't keep going through this with me. I- it's like I don't even know because like I had a flashback yesterday when I was in the bathroom, right? And it was pretty severe, and I don't and like I feel like he might have heard that, and that might have helped, because he's like, I can't take the chaos anymore, so I don't know how I'm supposed to do this, right? I can't necessarily like they come when they come. I can stop them though, so I'm gonna have to stuff them again because I'm not gonna save them up for one day on the weekend. I don't fucking know, right? Um, this fact that I just remembered what my one fucking boss did to me when I was all devastated. My boyfriend had just, well, my ex-boyfriend, he wasn't my boyfriend. I thought I was in love with him, but he had just dumped me out of a chair, right, onto the ground. And I was devastated. I mean, I was embarrassed and felt useless and like garbage. And this fucking boss of mine, like, takes full advantage of that. I was pliable, right? And that wasn't the only time he did that to me. It was my boss, right? And so, and again, I didn't acknowledge this until just now. Like, I got sober. I knew I was pissed off. I knew I had a hard time with any kind of supervisor. Well, now I remember what happened was right after that, when my boyfriend dumped me out of the chair, my boss found me devastated, came to my house for some reason. I was devastated and crying. He took me in the house and then took advantage of me. Um, I I think it was like the next week. I know it was right around that time period. He and another boss called me into the office and told me I was out of control, that I needed to go, right? Well, like I was out of control because I had just been abused and I was feeling like shit about it, was part of it, right? By the person that was letting me go, right? Um, and I never said a word. Well, I said something to the other boss that was in that room later, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he did it to me too. Like he and I slept together too," was what she said, you know. But I don't, and I think both of us realized what it was. He would get you drunk and then take advantage of you, right? He did the same thing to her. That said, it doesn't matter. I Now I know where my trust issues. I wish I would have figured this out before I blew up this last job, because at least with this last job I had some kind of security. Now I don't have shit because it reminded me of, I thought that it was reminding me of a different situation until I meditated on it, and now I realize that that situation reminded me of this situation, not to mention the fact they were using me. So again, right? Like, I'm a good worker. Um, I am really good customer service. Like, I am empathetic and compassionate, and I can make people feel comfortable and at ease. I had a woman that came into Joanne's and did not want me to wait on her, and by the time I left, she wanted me to wait on her, right? Um, I made a mistake the first time she came in and didn't like me, and I started talking. They told me about it. They got on that, like, we had to wear these headpieces, so all the other employees heard them. Oh, well, this woman's coming up, and she doesn't want Dauneen or na to wait on her, so we need to, instead of just having some, it just, that's the kind of shit that I don't, like, I don't. Okay, so they didn't need to do that anyway, but by the time she came up and I started talking to her, right? I wasn't gonna, like, I don't give a shit if she likes me or not. She's a customer, and I'm gonna treat her with respect. She doesn't have to like me. I don't have to like her. She's a customer. I treat her with respect. That is my job, right? So I just started talking to her, and she like thought I was gonna check her out. And I was like, oh no no, somebody came and checked her out. Well, then every time she came, she like waited in line for me, right? I mean, because I kissed her ass, because I know how to do my job, right? Like, I complimented her. I told her I liked her shoes. I told her I liked her jacket, which I did. So it wasn't hard to compliment, but right, even though she was mean and didn't like me, right, I did not care. So I'm good at what I do, right? But that calling me out shit in front of everybody, like, I've had so many bosses do that to me. I was working at a place called Williamsburg Learning, right? I probably shouldn't say the names of places, but whatever. WL, and like, they knew that, like, I told them that I made affirmation videos, that that's who I was, right? And so, and then I broke down and told them, like I there was too much pressure, and I came unglued. I couldn't take the pressure. I didn't know what I was feeling though. I didn't know what was happening, and I didn't understand. Like, they too said one thing and then did another, right? And I didn't understand where this deep feeling of resentment for people, like my supervisors that say one thing and do another, or that I feel are being deceptive to me. Um, Obviously, this stems from the things that happened to me when I was working as a server and a bartender, and I would suspect that there are a lot of them, a lot of us out there who suffered this kind of shit, because it's a different industry, and a lot of things are, Well, screw that. It's not just serving and waitressing where it happens. It happens everywhere. It happened in the presidential office, right? In the Oval Office. So I don't, I just, now that I'm acknowledging that that's where, like, my anger comes from more than that, clearly, right? Because the reason that that was allowed to happen to me was because I don't, like, those things had happened to me all my life since I was very, very young. I was taught that I was, that's what I was for, right? Which was why I was an alcoholic because this is who I am, right? This woman that dances on the beach, that dances in the driveway with her dogs, that plays with her hand kites, right? Hi, dog. My dog. Hi. Hi, dog. Okay, hi, dog. She says good morning. You didn't say good morning to me. You didn't say good morning. You woke up and you were crying and you were feeling sad and now I'm here. What? Hi. Hi, girl. Can you give me a little bit of time and we will go out, okay? Just let me have some time. What are you going to do when I'm working 40 hours a week? It's gonna 46 because I'm already working 6 and I have to get a job working 40 in order. God, you guys, come on, man. So am I bringing that into myself? Am I visualizing? You know, something I was thinking about, and I'm going to write this down because I always forget. I go away and I come back and I forget what I'm talking about. But I'm thinking about the saying, everything happens for a reason. That stupid, what was going on down there with the growling thing, that it's a game with them. My one broken, well, all my dogs are broken, but my one brokenest dog is always like to the other dog, don't lick my face, don't lick my face. You know, he growls the whole time he's pushing his face forward to be licked. It's really annoying as shit. I'll be right back. Every time I get up, they're playing. I wonder if I'd be allowed to play someone else's stream. Am I allowed to play someone else's stream? Nah, because he's talking. Scott Buckley's on making music, but he says he's writing trailer music, so I don't want trailer music. This is his, though. This is it's repetitive. The only thing that I feel good doing is this and dancing and creating art, which I haven't been able to do lately because I just know I'm gonna have to shut down, right? Again. Oh no, I mean, fuck it. I don't sleep anyway, so can I get by on 4 hours of sleep a night? I mean, I need to get out of depression. Okay, so everything happens for a reason, right? This is what they say. So I'm wondering, okay, what if you're like, okay, like they invited me to go back to this job, right? And then so was that a good thing? And then I blew it up, or was I supposed to learn this lesson from this? And now that was like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like when you blow shit up, doesn't that mess up to saying that everything happens for a reason? Or is my inner self blowing shit up happening for a reason, right? Am I actually going to benefit from what I did? Or is this just going to be something? I mean, I'm trying to think. I've blown shit up all my life, and I'm trying to think. I know when it happens, I'm devastated and think that um, maybe the same thing, and then I don't really remember it. I remember blowing shit up at the Overland. I remember when I was drinking, but like the last thing that I blew up sober was the college, and I was worried about that. It was like, what did I do? And then I got hired at the DOC, and I blew that up. And oh my gosh, when I called my son, and when that, like, when I would get mad there, I would cry. I would, because I would want to like yell and scream and get mad and like tear things apart. Like that's me. I'm not me. I'm not that. Moving forward, I am calm. In my past, I was not, right? I was irrational and I acted um, irrationally, right? And up until a couple of weeks ago, I totally acted irrationally. And there, rather than do that, I would just cry, right? Because everybody left me alone. Nobody came up and talked. I mean, they left me alone. And I don't know if it's because they saw I was upset or they just ignored me because they didn't, like, I became just a fixture. Like, everybody knew that's where, but I've always had, like, when I worked at the college, I was the front, very front, first person that they'd come through the door, even though the whole area was for, like, it was for, like, veterans administrations and all that. They still came up to me. So I was doing not only my job, but then I was also directing traffic for our veterans, right, and things like that. And I remember that being an issue. My same thing, second job, right? I was right in the middle of everything where everyone could see me. Like I put up this fake trestle wall thing so that I wasn't just totally open. I wanted to have like I had my computer screens here, and then and that was it. Everything was just open. But on this side of me, there was a cubby. So there was someone on the other side of the cubby. So it was kind of a big open space with a cubby, but I had kind of a wall there. But behind me, that was it, right? And so I put up like a wall thing here. Then this last job, the same thing. And this last time I went, it was in a long room, right? So here's the room will end here. It's a long room. Here's the door to come in. My desk was right here, right? And this is the end of the room. My desk was right here. This is the door to come in. There was a desk here and then desks all the way back, but I was right here and I stood. So when I was busy and the phones were ringing off the hook and there were students sitting waiting in line to get in, this whole room of people, well, there wasn't many. There was one person here. There was one person here, but she was my coworker who did nothing to really help me at all. Didn't try to help me at all. At all. I mean, I, I would ask her questions and she would just sit at her desk and go, well, there's a procedure for that, or, I mean, just wouldn't, it was really, or pretend like she was looking for it or something, but it was really bizarre. I have never, that's not true because the last time I was there, it was almost the same thing, right? I have seen that before. It's like, and her thing to me was, well, if you just stick it out a couple months, you too can treat somebody this way. I, and this is what I have to go out there to, right? How the fuck do I go forward after I have been stomped on, abused by bosses, the majority of my working life, I'm gonna say, right? And or somebody at my workplace. I mean, and then I now at 57 am realizing that it's not me, right? I was not at fault for those things that have happened, right? I see where like I was most absolutely at fault for my reactions and the ways I've reacted, especially as of late, right? My telling my bosses that they didn't have their fucking shit together was probably not the most intelligent thing. I got that, right? I mean, I understand that that was not good behavior. Um, and I wish I hadn't have done it because I might have just blown the only shot I had at any kind of a decent fucking job in this town, right? Fuck. So how do I go forward? Because that is done. And now I know why I get angry, right? I tried to explain to them that they don't, it didn't matter. They didn't care. They told me they cared about me, but they didn't give a shit. They told me that it was mutual gratitude, but it wasn't, right? So and that's the thing. I mean, I tell myself that. I'm like, so you really don't want to work around that, right? But where the fuck else is there not that? Where is there not that? I have yet to have a job where there is not that, or a job where I can just be creative. I mean, because I know you have to put up with a certain amount of stuff. So, okay, I'm willing to put up with stuff, but let me be creative. I'm willing to put up with stuff. Let me be myself. Let me dress, in my flowy skirts or my. Sometimes I dress like I'm 15. I mean, you know, I want to be able to be who I am, right? And how do I go forward doing that? Like I've gone to the places in this town and tried to put in resumes, and I'm hitting walls. And I tried this for a year and a half, thinking somehow I would become famous. I'm not even famous. Just make enough fucking money that I can sell my artwork, right? Or get enough, no, so I can sell my artwork and fuck. It's not like I've never worked. I work. That's all I do is work. I'm a worker. I don't even sit around the house hardly. Well, that's not true. I've been depressed, so I've been sitting around a little bit. I fucking don't know what to do. And then that, I say fuck all the time. And people are like, oh, I said shit, and somebody tattled on me. I hope she's happy that I'm gone. I think that there are people that wanted me gone. They wanted to say, "See, we told you she couldn't." And it's like, you know what? Fine. You can. I don't. That bothered me at first, but I'm like, the way I handled myself was wrong. But it wasn't. I couldn't put up with that bullshit. It was that I wouldn't put up with that bullshit, right? Um, But I wish I had of, because I'd have a fucking job right now with a decent wage and good benefits. And when the next person came in, I could just treat them that way, right? Then I would be the one with seniority. Then it would be up to me. How can I do that? How can I work with somebody and know that, I mean, I know I would have treated them different, but I still would have known that they weren't secure in their job, that place there is no security unless you're, I don't know. I just, I mean, I know we're not guaranteed anything. I get that, but fucking, I'm so tired. My son is 21 and he is so tired. There's all over Reddit, people are so tired, right? And I see that side of things. Like, I see both sides. I see all of it. And I affirm that to myself, right? That I see all sides of all situations. The problem is the side that I am seeing the most of, and the side that is affecting me the most, is this fucking brokenness that we are, and this mental health crisis that we're in. All of this is mental health, right? Or a lot of it. I mean, it is with me right now, and that's where I need to be, right? The fact that there are those of us who allowed the things to happen to us and let me rephrase that, not allowed, but stayed silent for as long as we did. I'm not going to say allowed because I did not allow that shit to happen. I am releasing myself of culpability for these things for the first time ever, because people, when you are an alcoholic and people know that, and they ply you with drinks to make you more pliable, right? Then you I am releasing my, I'm just not gonna anymore blame myself for that. I have done that for way too long. Um, this might always just sound not sound great, and I don't know what makes the opening of it. I need to. Here I am again. I don't want to leave the computer because I don't want to feel alone, and I'm gonna be alone all day. And then when I go out there and I get a job and I'm around people more than I'm with my family. I don't want to do that again. All right, maybe I should get a couple part-time jobs. That's what I initially was going to do. And then I could focus on this versus one full-time job. Because then I'm not in any one place for 40 hours. That's probably best, right? Okay. Well, which is what I'm going to do. Okay. So I need to start focusing on what I do want. If I can do that, there are a couple places downtown. If I can meet with them to just hire me, one or two, just give me a shot, right? I am a good hirer. I will find a way to make money to get my kids fixed. I give up on retirement insurance. I just want a decent job where I can be myself and where myself and where seeing is an asset. Let's show you who my hero is. Let me see if I can find her. Hold on, I'm looking for this inhabit. Oh, here. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. This is my hero. I love her, right? I love her. I love the way she dresses. I love her hair. She seems like a lovely person. I've seen her on Project Runway. I mean, I don't know. I just like her style. And that's like this tutu thing right here. I love this, right? Oh, I love this. I love this. This is so awesome. I mean, I don't even know what I can ask for. I mean, this is so much. I don't even know. Oh, that sounded weird. Um, I mean, I didn't necessarily get a straight answer, but I do love her style. If I could afford it, I would get weave and have that hair, you know, without a doubt. And I would like to have white weave or just weave. I don't know if that could be part of it. Whatever. I don't need those. I managed the system for a lot of years. I worked jobs for insurance. I got work done, but it was never like, you have to keep going back to have the same insurance, or insurance in general. Um, so yeah. All right. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna actually go and run some coffee. um, oh my gosh. I don't know. And it's so funny. I was just thinking about like trying to get a job around this town and stuff, and here's my vision, right? Because this is my vision. Like I'm 57. By the time I'm 58, my goal is to boogie board in Sunset Beach, and to surf out there in Bass, New York, in this ocean that we're looking at right now. By the time I'm 60, right? So this it's so funny because this is I don't know why, but this is where my head goes, right? And it always has. Like I would have been really good at marketing. Because my vision is like if I got okay, there's a place in town. It's called Time Club, and they sell clothes that I would like the Betsy Johnson clothes I just showed. Right, there's a lot of stuff there where I could dress that way. Just think of the publicity. Like we could call the paper and be like, oh yeah, my employee is gonna go boogie boarding at 58. She worked like this is what her COVID because this has been my COVID project, me, right? I'm my COVID project. So I don't know. I mean, I see where that could be, and maybe positive affirmation videos are good because I still want to believe because I'm delusional because I have delusions of grandeur. That's why. Because that shit's not gonna happen, is it? Right? I'm 50 fucking 7. If it was gonna happen for me, it would have happened, right? And it's not even that I want it for me at this point. I want it for my son because if I can become okay, then he can become okay, right? Our biggest problem is money. That is it. And it's just and I tried so hard so that it wouldn't be an issue. Like, I went back to school and I thought I would get a good job and then, and a lot of and that's why I wonder like when there's like everything happens for a reason. I derail all the things that were supposed to happen for me because of my temper. Once I got sober, did I derail myself because I didn't stop and look at it's gonna be a storm and my dogs are well, I'll get a video of me playing with my dogs in the storm. How's that? Because if it starts raining, it doesn't matter. They're gonna want to go out anyway because everybody gets raincoats. But anyway, so I wonder a lot if I derailed the positive things that were going to happen in my life because I've been so angry, right? So if I don't believe everything happens for a reason, then I don't have to worry about that, right? But then it's like, oh my God, I'm so fucking stuck. And I know, I don't, well, actually, I'm going to get a couple part-time jobs. I tried this once before and it didn't work, but I wasn't patient. Had I been patient, the thing is right now I don't have time for patience because, well, I just paid the mortgage for February. I have the mortgage till March. The fucking credit card ran up my mortgage. I am prospering. My creativity and talent are generating enough income to live a modicum of a life, to spread the life that you are choosing to create. I am now shining light in the dim corners of my mind as to grow. I am breathing deeply in this moment. In this about as much porn in my chat lately. It's not bleak. I know it's not bleak. Like, I see a light at the end of all of this because I've been here before, and I know that it passes, right? I know that life is like this. The problem with all of that is that I've been here before. I've been here before, right? And I'm still, like, I'm still riding this wave alone, right? And I'm not, I'm tired. And I'm afraid that when I go back out there, not if, because I have not, I mean, it's not like I cannot go, I mean, I want to get a job. I'm a worker, right? It's not that I don't want to work. It's that I don't want to be treated like shit. I think I set my expectations too high though, because I know how I would treat people. Like, I never in a million years, and I won't even draw on the very last job. Let's see, let's go to, I mean, it doesn't even matter. I don't need to draw back on well, first off, I would never get into a drunk and take advantage of them. I would never put somebody into a small room and scream in their face. I would never kick someone's feet out from underneath them when they were walking with trays of food. I would never, like, molest somebody and then fire them in the same week. I would never molest somebody, especially my employee. You know, so I would never, and in this last job, I would never do what was done to me. I would never be comfortable with, well, that's why I had to leave, right? Because I couldn't be comfortable with what they had done to me, knowing that staying meant I would be doing that to someone else in a different situation. I mean, what they did to me was bad, but I mean, to bring somebody back after almost 2 years and then have them just dump them in like they had never left is, thank God I fucking cleaned it all up, right? Um, but but it's like that everywhere. I mean, they did the same thing at Joanne's. They handed me this fucking handheld thing and were like, "Oh, this is what this is. This is what this is. This is what this is. Here you go. Remember this." I'm just like standing there going, "Okay." You know, and there's just so much stuff. There's like junk upon junk upon junk. It's really bad, and it's bad for our environment, you know, and it's like, I mean, the overabundance of garbage that comes through the doors that people are buying, that it's on sale when it comes through the door. So it's already 60% off as soon as we take it out of the boxes. So these people think they're getting this big sale when they're not. They're not. It's, and it's garbage, right? It's stuff that's just gonna maybe last a year if you're lucky, maybe two, and it's gonna go into our landfills, right? This is not stuff, and I'm not pulling out my art these days. But at least my art isn't made by a machine. And I mean, I don't know, it's just fucking garbage. You know, and then I work in a pizza place, and that's a fucking pedophile fucking predator city. So I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work. Then I go to a retirement home, and I'm walking through there, right? And I'm in full gear, I'm in full scrubs, and I am already suffering hot flashes. So I get hot, and it's like I need to rip my clothes off anyway, because I get really hot. Anyway, so I go to a retirement home, right? And I'm clean. I'm like, cool, I can clean. I can wear scrubs. It's okay. The hours are school, you work 4 days on, 3 days off, I think is what it was. So you never have the same days off, which it would have been cool, but here are the things that were wrong with that. First off, you never knew what your days off were. So you work days, so that's cool. But with the pay, having to, because then you have to pay the benefits because benefits are offered. So with the pay and everything, I would have had to find a third job, which means I would have been right. I would have had to have a third job in my 50s because the pay wouldn't have been enough when I was paying into benefits for me to live, right? So there was that. Then there was the fact that here I was dressed in full gear. I had on my mask and like a one of the good masks, and I had on goggles over my glasses. Goggles over my glasses. Eye gear over my glasses, right? Or if it was a face shield over my glasses, and it was hot in there, and I was sweating. And then I'd see people walking around with their masks down below their nose or on their chin, right? And I'm like sitting here wearing full gear, sweating my ass off. And then I was cleaning this little chair, and I had some people standing over me going, "No, that missed that spot. Look at that spot right there," right? As I'm sweating, dripping my eye. Yeah. So I lost it, and I did not stay there. I lost it. I actually lost it. Go to like I went into the room where the supervisors were, and I took off all my gear and I threw it on the table, and I said, "Look at me, I'm a mess. Look at me, I'm sweating." And really, I should have said, there are people walking around without masks on, and I am dressed fully like this. I am not going to do this, right? But instead I went sideways. Part of that was seeing the people in there. Like not only that, I do not believe in putting your loved one into a retirement home like that when they can't even function for themselves, right? Like, if you have to change my diaper, then please, can I go now? I do not want my child, well, he's already told me he wouldn't put me in a place like that. I don't know. Um, I know he's tired of me right now. Poor kid though. It's funny because like I told him, if you have to change my diaper, I mean, find me an out. I do not want to live as a vegetable. So, and I saw a couple of people living in there. That's not even living. That's like I don't even understand it. It's for the money. I just don't get that. But anyway, so but my son his job, there was a Porsche that was parked out in front of his job for a couple days in the handicap zone, and there was a woman that was in there tied to the steering wheel, right? And they tried to call the cops, and the cops wouldn't do anything about it. And finally, after she had been there for 3 or 4 days, I think literally parked, she was peeing in a bucket, right? Because she was parked in her car in front of his job. And apparently she had done that around a lot of the dispensaries in town. So clearly there was something going on with this woman. But anyway, so his boss ended up getting her out of the car and everything. But at that point, when it became something like that, and his boss had to rip the door off type thing, the woman was threatening to throw her bucket of whatever at um, the manager of the place where my son works. I mean, it was this big ordeal. But by then, finally, when the cops came to run the plate, this woman had been missing for 5 months. She was from California, and I think she was schizophrenic or something, but clearly mentally ill, right? And my son says to me, he's like, and the cops, they did nothing. They didn't do a thing, which clearly they didn't. They called the police on them, and had they run the plates to begin with, right? Or they probably didn't want. I don't know. It would have been back then. This lady was mentally ill, missing from California for 5 months, right? I don't know why when my son's job called the police that didn't get found out 4 days before it did. I find that pretty fucking weird. But my son is like, well, I'm worried about you, Mom. And I'm like, so are you worried I'm going to lose my shit and tie myself to a car in front of the dispensary? Sometimes I've thought about stuff like that. It's like, I wonder sometimes if I was going to go away and not come back. I doubt that. I think I would have by now if that was going to happen to me just because I've already been through so much shit. Um, but I am getting more tired, and I'm getting older, and I'm, for the first time, allowing myself to look at things objectively and remember them and feel distant things. The feeling that I'm allowing myself to feel things. I feel like I've blown up so much in my life and I have not been realistic with what it is, um, where my anger came from. Again, I didn't even, like, I knew that when I went back into the world after COVID, that it was going to hit me and that I was going to react strongly. I didn't expect that I was going to, like, totally go sideways and blow everything up. I thought that doing the affirmations was going to be enough to save me, right? To stop me from being angry, and they weren't. So now this needs to be, not that it matters, because now I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to some places downtown, see if any of them will hire me part-time. I'll write a cover letter. I'm not going to give up hope. You know, I'm super tired, and I really, isn't it just so beautiful? I'm going to go tomorrow, and I'm going to record, I'm going to take all my stuff, and I'm going to record dancing on the beach in the sunset, and hopefully it's not going to be too cloudy, but I don't care. So I'm going to play with the dogs and do some art with them. I'm talking to empty airwaves instead of facing reality. Alright. Alright. So I need something. Chasing Daylight's a little bit more. What else is also childhood? Where's childhood? I know I gotta have one with childhood on it. I'm wondering, do I not like that song? That's weird. Hold on. I'm confused. Clicker. Oh, this sounds horrible. I think it's my headphones. I mean, why would they work well? I wonder why I can't find any music with childhood on it. I wonder, I probably got rid of it without thinking because, well, because my computer doesn't hold a whole lot. All right, so I'm going to do a read to, this is a good one, I think. All right. I can't tell how anything sounds. I think my headphones are screwed up. I don't even know. Not that it even matters. I don't hear shit anyway. So, whatever. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay. All right. I wonder if this sounds as crappy as it sounds to me. I hope not. sounds horrible. I mean, it sounded good at one point, so I don't know if it's the music or if it's these. Okay, I'll just find something. I need to find something. I gotta go. See how this one sounds. Yeah, this one sounds like crap too, so whatever. Alright. I am moving through my life with a deep feeling of gratitude. I am trusting. Wait, let me start that again. I am moving through my life with a deep feeling of gratitude. I am releasing anger, fear, resentment, and envy. I am trusting. I am trusting myself, and I am trusting the universe. I am aware that there will be times of pain and discomfort. I am embracing the pain as I am understanding that it contributes to my growth. I am evolving. I am believing. I am moving forward. I am acknowledging and I am releasing my past mistakes. I am forgiving myself. I am trusting the universe to provide. I am achieving my goals. I am achieving my goals. I am visualizing, therefore I am. I am visualizing. I am visualizing. The music's too loud. I gotta do these better. Like I'm gonna have time for this. It's too loud though. I think get out. It sounds horrible. I need to like redo all of these. Especially because that's a really beautiful video. I wonder if it sounds as bad or if it's just my headphones. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I visualize, therefore I am. I visualize, therefore I am. Too bad those places. I was thinking about fishing boats, and I was thinking too bad they didn't have maids on there, but I don't know if I would get seasick probably. I don't know. Look at that though. Isn't that just incredibly beautiful? I don't know how it sounds. Like how the music sounds. It might be a little bit too loud. I think it is. I think if I took all these and put another layer of ocean over them. I don't know if layering things like that messes up the sound quality of well, and I can't hear very well anyway. But I think I'm gonna try and layer another. Like I really like this video, so I'm going to take this and I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like that. Ah, which one was it? Right there. Okay. So it's Aurora falling together, and then I'm going to. I gotta go out with my dogs pretty quick here. Okay, and then let me. Let's see how this will sound. It just sounds my stuff. I'm hoping it's just my headphones. It's kind of irritating because I paid like, I don't know, probably not a lot, $50 for these, but they suck. I mean, they're great to only have over one ear, but I'm wondering if I should just, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go out and play with my dogs. I'm frustrated. It feels like everything is just fucking sideways. Positive affirmations, baby. Positivity to the universe, right? Alright, I'm gonna go. Peace out.